Now, we've also been focused on the problems of potholes on our roads, and we take a look now at some solutions. Have engineers come with better ways to fill and keep potholes closed? We speak to Louis De Villiers Roodt, an independent roads engineer who's checking on roads in Zambia. Louis, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. Now, being an expert in road infrastructure, earlier we spoke to the MMC, Kenny Kunene, saying that the infrastructure has aged and that a refurbishing is required. If you were to assess the state of the roads of South Africa, where would you place us?
Good morning. The status of our roads have actually been looked at holistically by the Institute for Civil Engineering. And you can actually download the publication on the assessment of civil engineering services, where you can see Sanral National Roads is a B+, and you go down to the provinces going around Ds, and then obviously municipalities are quite widely vary a lot. So there has been a number of studies to tell us or to show us where we are. Roads are in a poor state. It developed over time because of institutional failures, and that's not just budgetary. It's failures technically. People don't do the work. They don't fix it in time. Yes, we've got aging and aged infrastructure, but we've known that for the last 20, 30 years. This is nothing new. But we've got complete collapses of governance that have led us to the point where we are now, where the roads are just beyond the point of being maintained. It must now be rehabilitated.
Yes, and you're saying, sorry, Louis, to interrupt you, but what we've also experienced is the finger pointing when it comes to the erstwhile or previous administration and no accountabilities being sent from pillar to post when we are just simply looking for answers. Do you think that a consumer education is necessary in where to report certain things and to follow up to ensure that your matter is attended to?
Again, there has been systems in place at national level, at municipal level, spot the pothole, etc. That just needs to be rolled out because the technology can be transferred to any other road authority. So there is the existing systems that can overcome that, the first hurdle of how to report it. But the road authorities must actually have a proper road pavement management systems where you do a visual inspection of your road at appropriate intervals, and you can then classify the roads in terms of how good they are. And it's nearly an automated process that will tell you where you will have to spend money and how much for the next budget cycle, 5 years. But it looks at the road in a 20-year cycle. So there's no excuses to say we don't know. There are processes, and there's actually requirements to monitor assets. That's part of Treasury regulations. We must get the officials to get out of their offices and do the work.
Louis, it's often been said,
the pothole has been reported.
Yeah, it's been also reported, I hate to break your word, that South Africa has got the best policies. As you said, we're very good when it comes to research and development, but the issue is on the implementation. So how then do we make sure that you awaken the need for delivery, or particularly service delivery, amongst authorities or whoever needs to get the job done, just to simply do it?
The only technique that has not been tried extensively because from engineering point of view, we've got the Road Federation, we've got the Asphalt Society that are quantifying the problem and suggesting solutions. The best thing will be to name and shame. And it's not just saying Bloemfontein has got the worst roads. Go and see who in Bloemfontein is responsible. I'm sure you're not going to find him, because I don't know if Bloemfontein even they open their doors in the morning anymore. But government must be held accountable. And as I said, name and shame, make it open, so that we don't hide behind our closed doors or our cell phones that are switched off.
Yeah, thank you so much, Louis. I really appreciate your time. We're speaking to Louis De Villiers Roodt, an independent roads engineer, speaking to us on the extensive research that has been done on the road infrastructure. And he simply says it's about implementation, political will, and patriotism, in a sense, that we just need to get the country working already.